New York City, 8 million people and almost as many famous foods. But at the cross-section of cultures and cuisines, no food screams New York quite as loud as pastrami. Hey, I'm Roan, and ever since I was a little kid, I've been eating food. Good cooking, good people, good music, good vibes. When you have all those ingredients, the whole neighborhood eats. This week, we're in New York City, eating pastrami, and washing them down with Mamitas.
Little Sasquatch has never tried pastrami before in his life. He didn't even know about Katz's until today. And now, come on through, Walter.
Actively falling apart in my hands.
You gotta eat it fast then. Just a fat sandwich in and of itself.
What is pastrami?
Good question, Sass. When you take a cut of beef, brine it, dry it, season it, smoke it, then steam it, that's pastrami. It grew to prominence as a signature dish in the city's multitude of Jewish delis.
When we started 134 years ago in the mid to late 1800s, delicatessens were everywhere.
New York-style delis used to be on every corner in Manhattan.
There was 2 on this block. There's another 12 within a 2-block radius.
Now there's not that many of us left.
Can you talk about the deli's role in a community, specifically Jewish delis?
So Jewish delis have a very big obligation to the entire community to be there for all things. It's a baby being born and it's their bris, or someone dies and it's a shiva. This is their temple. This is where they come to feel their Jewishness.
Can you describe what pastrami is, and specifically the difference between pastrami and corned beef?
Most places use a certain cut of meat for pastrami. They use the beef navel. But you can use any cut of meat, really, for pastrami.
Is that just like my navel?
Yeah.
The navel.
Big, nice round navel. Corned beefs are from brisket.
And where's the brisket? On me.
I don't know.
You'll see pastrami is made out of brisket. You'll see pastrami is made out of top round. It fucking sucks in my mind, but that's just me.
Pastrami is a cut of beef.
It's not necessarily a cut of meat itself. It's really a process.
Both are cured.
So every place has their own little recipe for brining, salts, sugars, sodium nitrate, whatever it is.
But the major difference then is the smoking. Pastrami is smoked. So you see that black on the outside of the pastrami, that's the rub. Salt, pepper, coriander, garlic.
Who does the rubbing? Who does all that?
Top secret.
Yeah?
Top secret.
Oh, I want to meet that guy. I
No,
feel
you
like
don't.
that would be a fun job, just rubbing some meat.
And then it goes to be smoked.
And that smoking takes up to 3 days.
Corned beef, on the other hand, is not smoked in an oven, but it's actually boiled, and that's the difference.
I'm hearing crazy rumors that you guys are brining for 3 weeks,
Yeah.
boiling for 3 days. What's the process?
Well, you can't boil for 3 days.
That's what I'm hearing.
fucking
These
it.
rumors are crazy. I was like,
boiling
3
is
days
like
boiled?
4 hours. The brine is 3 weeks. The smoking can be 3 days.
They have a 3-month boiling process. They brine it for about 15 minutes, and they smoke it like a fat doobie.
Well, it's very good.
Yeah? Tastes like it would go good with a mamita. Oh my God, spicy Mark? Is this freezing cold right now? Holy shit, is this from heaven?
Oh, fuck me. It's all right, brother.
Bro.
There's enough to go around.
The first stop on any pastrami peregrination has to be Katz's, the iconic deli on the Lower East Side. A staple in pop culture, with walls lined with portraits of their prominent patrons and a counter that always feels busy as Penn Station, Katz's reputation is well earned. After all, this is the 3rd century in which they've been open. We talked to Jake Dell, their 5th generation owner.
My name is Jake Dell. I'm the 5th generation owner here at Katzs Deli on the Lower East Side.
Oh, come on through. Keep on waving them through. Get on through here.
It's part of the charm of it, and it's how you know you got the line in the background. It looks worse than it is. How long have you guys been online?
Only 5 minutes.
that's
See,
it.
the thing is moving the
It's
entire
not that
time.
bad.
But there's not a lot of delis that have bouncers in there that are taking tickets, that have a mob scene at the counter.
Listen, it's busy. I'm not gonna lie. We could see up to 4,000 people in a day. You know, on a week, we can go through 30, 40, 50,000 pounds of meat.
People are obsessed with you. People fly into New York and they come right here. Why are they so obsessed?
In New York, in any business, if you don't have a good product, you're fucked, right? So we focus on the food, on the quality, making sure it's the best pastrami, best corned beef, best matzo ball soup, best latkes you're gonna ever have. Or maybe second best and your grandmother's is the first best.
But you're
That's
just being
fine.
nice to your grandmother, really.
It's more than that too. It's the atmosphere of this place. It's the chaos. It's the loud noises. It's the smell when you come in, and it's that nostalgia. You know, we've been here 134 years in the 5th generation, so you have this emotional component that comes into coming in this place. Whether it's your first time or your 50th, you feel some connection to history in this place.
The dudes back there are kind of nice with their knife. What goes into finding the people that you have working back there? How do they know how to get around a cut of beef like that?
So those cutters don't get to touch a knife until 5 years.
So what do they do for the 5 years leading up to that? Just watch and salivate?
Yeah, they just stare. I guess. You know, I want a guy who I know his work ethic. I know what he's like. I know who he is. I know his family. You know, most of these guys are third, fourth, fifth generation of their own in this store. Don't get me wrong; these guys have been doing it for 20 years.
They're nice with it. We're gonna overlay the shot of the dude. I mean, it's like they're playing a cello, dude. It's beautiful.
To get an insight into the Jewish culture, our friend and resident Hebrew Tommy Smokes schlepped over for a nosh and a schmooze as we kavelled and kvetched about the wonders of pastrami.
So, Tommy, you know why I brought you here. You're Barstool's resident Jewish guy, and we're having pastrami.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
What do you mean?
I'm not. I'm Roman Catholic. My
You're
last
not-
name is Shibeli.
You're not Jewish? What about like your whole neurosis, the way you carry yourself?
No,
What
despite-
about your face?
Despite every way that I look and act and my general disposition, I'm not Jewish.
Does that preclude you from having some
No,
sweet pastrami?
I don't. I mean, I still like pastrami. My grandfather used to run a pastrami shop on Long Island.
Is that true?
No, that would be cool
That
though,
would
right?
be cool. That would have
Yeah,
really
would've
tied it
been
together.
cool.
You're
Yeah.
not Jewish. Your grandfather doesn't have a pastrami shop on Long Island.
Yeah.
But Tommy does rhyme with
Pastrami, which
Tommy
is why I'm
pastrami.
here.
The chutzpah on this nudge Tommy Smokes. Still, we made it our business to explore the pride of the Upper East Side, Pastrami Queen.
Yeah, let's get him, because he's shy. He's shy. Get a good picture. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be eating well.
What's the rating for the sandwich? What would you give it out of 10?
Man, I got to give this sandwich a 10 plus.
10 plus out of 10?
I'm giving it a 10 plus.
You just broke the scale.
It's a little healthy. And the corned beef is ridiculous too. But the pastrami, they got it going on. The mozzarella.
We got sandwiches coming out
bringing them,
already?
keep bringing them, keep
them.
bringing
Yeah,
them.
bring them on up. They pickled us up like 2 different ways.
Yeah, and I have either an apple or a tomato or a pepper.
I think you got to bite into that. You're not scared.
No, I'm not scared. I'm one of the least scared guys ever, and I'm not Jewish.
It is a pepper.
Oh, Mark. Fucking hot.
It is? Let me get a bite.
Oh, man.
It's hot.
Oh, I wish I didn't bite that.
Yeah, you need a Mamitas. Get them
I
the
need
Mamitas.
Oh, God, it's going to quench my thirst.
The pickle cut the flavor too, but the pastrami is what we're here for.
Bellissimo. Mazel tov.
What's a more New York lunch than this?
No, I can't think of one.
I don't think it exists.
You know what makes this even more New York, more special?
What?
Friendship.
They don't call it pastrami. They call it pastrami.
Right. Well, they do.
Oh, they do. Yeah,
they
they actually do call it pastrami.
Yeah.
If you're looking for an old school, kosher certified, true blue Jewish delicatessen, you have to stop at 2nd Avenue Deli. The only thing is, it's not actually on 2nd Ave.
So we are at 2nd Avenue Deli. I'm Jeremy Levo. I'm one of the owners, and we're in 33rd Avenue in Manhattan.
Wait, 33rd Street and 3rd Ave?
Between 3rd Ave and Lexington, actually.
So someone's got to explain what the 2nd Avenue is talking about.
2nd Avenue Deli was founded by my uncle in 1954 on 2nd Avenue in the corner of 10th Street. And unfortunately, that location closed in 2005. And 2 years later, we moved here.
It feels like a deli is supposed to feel.
Everything we buy is kosher. We have no dairy products on site. And I do think that it gives us a little bit more authenticity, that we're a little bit closer to the core, origin of what we're supposed to be.
You were telling me earlier about the process of keeping the integrity of that meat when you want to be cutting it. Can you tell us how you make sure that it's the same every single time and that it's not crumbling, falling apart?
So the same every time is an art. First, the meat has to be cured. Then if it's pastrami, it goes to be smoked. If it's corned beef, again, it goes to be boiled. But once it's ready to be served to a customer, it has to be steamed. And that's where the process of finding that perfect balancing act of the meat being soft and tender, but not too soft. And if it's too soft, it's just going to crumble into lots of little pieces, which you don't want. And that's really where the staff has to come in and be on top of it and make sure that they're watching the meat, so it's just perfect for the customer.
And is stuff happening here? Is it happening on site? Is it happening elsewhere?
Yeah.
What happens here?
What happens here, this is where the magic is. This is where all the meat is steamed to perfection, and this is where the customers come to enjoy. Pastrami, here's going to be corned beef and some brisket in there. There's different temperatures on the top and the bottom, so the guys are going to have to rotate the meat constantly to make sure that everything is properly steamed, not too soft. Like, see how it's shredding here on the edges?
Yeah.
That's just because that's what's going to happen as it starts getting softer and softer, and the fibers start breaking down even further. The meat's just going to fall apart.
What we look at, it's like we put it on a truck and moved it 20 blocks north.
We considered a name change of like between Lexington and 3rd Ave Deli, or we feel that doesn't flow as well?
2nd Avenue Deli has a pouche.
Better
you
ring
know,
to
people
it, I
know
guess.
about it.
You know, a joke I've always thought is pastrami. How about pastram us? Because more for everyone. I always have thought that myself.
Tommy?
We can do
Wrong?
it.
What are you doing here, dude?
Oh, this is awkward. The last pastrami sandwich was so good, I had a hankering. I had to get more. Came to 2nd Ave Deli. Now, you may notice we're not on 2nd Avenue, though.
Did you just use my pastrami joke?
No, that was, nope. Stevie, Roan?
Good to see you,
How are
my
you, Ron?
friend. What, is this tongue right here?
Yes.
Tommy, we gotta try
Beautiful.
some tongue, right?
Here, give me some of that tongue.
Get some center cut tongue.
Oh, I like that shirt. Son of a boy, Dad.
You're a son of a boy, Dad.
Yeah, I am.
This
Love
tongue is
it.
delicious.
It is.
You think our tongues taste that good?
No, I do not.
It is cow tongue.
Oh, yes.
Get some more tongue, Tommy.
What, any
Tommy,
gravy we should dip it
you
in?
can say that.
Tommy the
Tommy.
tongue. That's what they used to call me in high school. I ate a lot of pussy.
Yeah. Don't go into that. This is a G-rated restaurant.
This is
Kasha Varnishkis.
so moist.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it.
Oh, you're really eating
You
that,
let me know
Tommy.
what you want to do for the main course
Oh.
after you finish the appetizer.
This is the appetizer?
This is some hell
You
salad,
know,
right?
yes. It's called health salad.
Hell?
Not health.
Oh,
health,
geez,
not health.
Louise.
Oh.
Could be to some people. Huh? I think he hit me.
And then what is this? Chopped liver?
You know, it used to be the greatest thing that's sold. At the end of the meal, we give a chocolate soda. It's a faux egg cream because we're a kosher deli. We do not have milk.
So a faux egg cream.
It's a faux egg cream. So it's chocolate phosphate. It's Bosco chocolate syrup with club soda.
Oh, would you look at that? Tommy, you gotta take a whack of that.
Good taste.
A short walk away in Murray Hill is Sarges, the last of a dying breed in what used to be a hotbed for the classic Jewish deli. Sarges keeps churning along, with a 4th generation owner selling the same pastrami they've had for 68 years.
My name is Andrew, and we're at Sarges Deli in New York City.
Tell me about the history of Sarges Deli.
Sure. So Sarges was founded by my great-grandfather, Abe Katz, back in November 1964, so we're pushing on 58 years, and I'm 4th generation owner.
What generation?
4th.
What are some things that go into being a 4th generation owner?
A lot of hard work.
Yeah?
Deal with a lot of crazies. I think we got New York's best pastrami, corned beef, homemade cheesecake.
Really?
It's all homemade. So the pastrami is from the navel, and the corned beef is a brisket.
I'm gonna ask you that again.
Have a good day, Eileen. Looking good. Yeah.
Yes.
We used to be open 24 hours, so
Yeah?
you can come here all the time, but COVID had other plans.
Yeah, COVID will slow it down a little bit.
Totally.
But I feel like there's times when you're drinking, maybe you kick back a couple Mamitas and you roll through and you get a nice pastrami sandwich. I feel like that's a very quintessential New York experience.
A Mamitas and a pastrami sandwich, what could be bad?
I know, that ring, it has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
It sounds really good. All right, we've got the pastrami,
Here it is.
we've got the Mamitas, and we also have some accoutrement. We have
Yeah.
some extra stuff going on. Can you take us on a little table
Sure.
tour?
So we got our famous pastrami sandwich.
Massive.
This is a pastrami Reuben.
Even bigger
Traditionally, you
somehow.
do it with corned beef, but you can get a pastrami one here.
Okay.
And then we got our most popular combo sandwich, which is corned beef, pastrami, coleslaw, and Russian. And then we got some homemade cheesecake.
I want to start with the pastrami.
right.
I came for the pastrami.
I recommend it with some mustard, which is right there.
Say less. I'm just gonna put it right on my bite.
I like that. Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm here for it. We're going big, and then we're going home to take a massive nap.
Good bite.
Good pastrami.
Serious? It's legit.
Really legit.
58 years. We're doing something right.
Oh man, has it been the same for all 58 years?
That's a great question. I'm really not sure. I would assume it's probably not. Back in the day, I don't know if they were pickling it here, but it's gotten better over time.
That's such a hearty sandwich. Thinly sliced, lots
Yes.
of flavor in the pastrami here.
We slice thin.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good. Maybe a little mamita, you know what I mean?
do it.
Maybe a little mamita to wash it down. What do you got there, a little paloma?
Little Paloma.
I got a spicy marg, you know me.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Thanks for having us.
Anytime.
Sarges.
It happens to be delicious. That's where it's at, though.
That's what I have my eye on.
Yeah, that's the one right there. I know you're here for pastrami, but and ours is great.
There's pastrami in
But
there.
I think our corned beef's the best in the city.
How would you describe the flavors being different between pastrami and corned beef?
Pastrami's definitely smokier. Actually, there's no smoke at all in corned beef.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think we make a killer corned beef.
I love it. Now I'm going to kind of put myself to the test just to see what
That's
I can.
the number 3.
No joke. Look at
Don't
that
eat the
sandwich.
toothpick.
Pop the pick. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Coleslaw, Russian dressing. Delish.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Thank you so much,
You got
dude.
it. Nice to meet
Appreciate
you.
it. This is absolutely fantastic. Nice to meet you, too. Cheers, my guy.
Mamitas. Delicious.
Mucho delicious.
Those are all the spots that we hit, but heaven knows those aren't the only places to visit in New York. So if you've got recommendations, let us know, and you might see them next time on Neighborhood Eats.